The Sioux Falls man who killed his 8-week-old son will serve far more time than the 65 years that was on the table for his guilty plea to manslaughter.
Instead, 24-year-old Dylan Castimore will spend 90 years in the South Dakota Penitentiary for the death of baby Daxton. A judge handed down the sentence today following a day and a half of testimony from law enforcement, medical experts, and finally, Daxton's mother. We spoke to the prosecutor who argued before the judge that Castimore should spend the rest of his life behind bars for the crime. Dylan Castimore read an apology in court saying he loved his son Daxton and that there was no malice in his actions on the day of November 27, 2021, when he was alone caring for the little boy at their apartment. Castimore said he was going through, quote, a lot of mental stuff, and I snapped. But it was an apology that rang hollow to prosecutors.
If this were a snap sort of situation, it'd be a few seconds and it's over and I'm calling 911. But instead, he chose to take time to clean up the mess and then call 911 and then give a fake story.
Daxton's mother testified that she collapsed after Castimore called her workplace to tell her that Daxton had stopped breathing. She said she collapsed again at the hospital when she saw the medical team working unsuccessfully to save the little boy's life. The brutal nature of this crime took an emotional toll on just about everyone in the courtroom. Even the deputy state's attorney became choked up as she was making her argument for a life sentence for Castimore.
Well, I can tell you it's the first time I've ever cried in court. Hopefully it'll be the last, but it was, this case I've been working it for 2.5 years from start to finish, and, you get to know the family.
Castimore had earlier admitted to squeezing Daxton and throwing him up against the ceiling, which prosecutors say was 10 feet high. Inside the apartment, there was blood spattered on all 4 walls, as well as the floor and the ceiling. Prosecutors say if there ever was a case deserving of life in prison, this was it.
I had the chance to be Daxton's voice, and that meant the world to me.
Daxton's mother turned down our request for an interview, but in court she urged the judge to hand down the strongest sentence possible for Castimore, saying, "My son didn't get a chance, why does he?" Castimore will get credit for the 2.5 years he's already served in jail.